limit myself, but there would be mastectomies involved, and yeah. So it's really awesome that we get to play so many different characters, and that's the only venue where we can really do that. So.
I was wondering if you ever found it weird when people show up in costume of like 5 different characters that you played. Like, for example, our Lafayette and Chopper.
Yes.
We love it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's totally great.
Yeah.
We love it. It's a tribute to the character that we love as well, so, I mean... Yeah.
Hi again. If you are not doing voice acting, what would your jobs will be like? Like, what other occupations would you rather be if you're not in the voice acting business?
Is acting out altogether?
No.
I would be acting.
Yeah. I think I'd probably still be doing a stand-up comedy because I love that. It's a great feeling with a live audience. You get immediate feedback. It's a lot of fun. I've done on-camera acting. If you ever see the movie RoboCop, a long time ago, I'm in the original RoboCop as an on-the-street reporter, and you know, it's right when the scene, I don't know if you've seen this, when RoboCop guy goes around the city, he's first RoboCop, and there's a mayor being held hostage in a building. I'm the opening scene of that. I'm saying, terrorism has never been a factor in this city's politics before, but all that changed today when former city councilman Ron Miller entered City Hall with a gun. And I was terrified to do that. First time I'd ever been on a real big movie. We shot that in Dallas in 1986. The scene we did was like 2:30 in the morning. It was 95 degrees Fahrenheit. It was Peter Weller, who played RoboCop, was like fainting after about every take because he was in this big rubber suit and they had to blow air up his sleeve after every thing so he wouldn't faint. And it was like a long, and it terrified me because I'm not used to on-camera acting, so I had this thing memorized, and I would do it up and I had to back up, and they had cars coming in behind me and I was seeing out of the side of my eyes, and I hope they don't hit me. And I hit my mark too early, so the director, Paul Verhoeven, said, okay, cut this, this, and this. And I'm going, I just spent 3 weeks learning this, you know, and then I had to change it. And so that was a lot of fun. But again, voice acting is a whole lot more fun because you can dress how you want, and you can go in, I roll, when they pay me, I go home. You know, it's a fun.
For me, I got my degree in music, and I eventually plan on getting my master's in it, and probably doing like either some sort of thing with music theory or conducting. So that would be mine.
I only do what I want always. And that's just the gift that we can give ourselves at all times. I do everything that I want all the time. It's voice acting, it's on-camera acting, it's playing music, it's surfing, it's directing, it's writing, it's playing with my dogs, it's doing everything you want all the time because you can. Everything you've ever wanted, you can have it, and you will have it in a way you never could have imagined every time. Better than you could have imagined. You know that? If you know that, let me hear you say, Earth yeah. Earth yeah. Earth yeah. That's right.
So instead of a voice actor, you would be a dog player with?
No. There's no instead of anything. There's only just doing it. There's only just doing it always, whatever you're wanting to do. Yeah. Okay, I'll even go, okay. So what are some things that I don't get to really do so often that I would want to do, maybe? Possibly that's the way to look at it? Okay. I would like to have a spaceship, and I would like to cruise around the galaxy checking out different planets. But at the same time, recording music, recording cartoons, doing movies, television shows, having my dogs there.
In space.
In space, on a spaceship. But that's coming, so. Seriously.
I would like to be a Time Lord. Okay, next question.
Hi guys. Can you tell us what projects you've got that you're working on right now, and what projects you've got coming up for each series that you're on, or new series that you're doing?
I'm right now in the middle and just winding up our series Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, which is for little kids, and we've done 3 seasons. Only 2 have hit the air, so we have another year probably by the time it's all animated. I never know. I don't know what I'm doing next week, because they call me kind of last minute. They go over, Tuesday to Disney and record something. I just never know. I did a few auditions while I'm here. I have a little recording studio, and I can send in auditions, so whatever of those come in, I never know. It might be looping a movie. I've done a lot of those for Pixar, Toy Story 2, Bugs Life, Monsters, Inc. Horton Here's a Who is recently out. I did some voices in that. So you never know. But it's they don't plan that much with me. It's like they need you next Tuesday, and that's about as far in advance as I know, and I go, okay, I'll go in there, okay. And I just kind of wander through with no job security, just hope it comes down the pike. I don't know what I'm...
For me, most of the stuff I can't actually say. I can't say Romeo x Juliet. I have no idea when it's coming out here, but it is coming out in the U.S. this summer. And I played Juliet, and it's really awesome. And I think that's the only thing that I can talk about. Like, there's a lot of things coming up, and I think that's the only one that I can talk about, unfortunately. But you'll see.
Ben 10 Alien Force is evolving into, after we record another 40 new episodes, we're actually going into a new spin-off series called Ben 10 Evolutions, which is going to be pretty cool. Ben 10 and Kevin and Gwen get to travel the Earth, all the different countries and stuff, because Ben 10 becomes a global superstar. He comes out of the closet as a superhero. He's no longer under the covers. So that's going to be pretty cool. I've got a new film that's being released in New Zealand, I think, in a week. It's called Fast and Furious. It's from the Fast and the Furious franchise, and this one is by far the coolest one. It's got the original cast back, and I play the role of Dwight. I've got a really fast car and a whole bunch of different girlfriends. There's a new cartoon on Disney XD coming out called Roboties. Has anybody heard of that yet? It hasn't come out yet, but it's probably the coolest cartoon I've ever been associated with. It's the new form of media, how do they say it? It's the new media format. It's 2-minute episodes with full storylines in 2 minutes. And it's CG animation mixed with this reality, so there's interaction with humans and stuff. So that's coming out on Disney XD. Teen Titans is going to come back. They're getting close to finishing up pre-production for the live-action movie of Teen Titans, and then the cartoon will come back on Cartoon Network in conjunction with the live-action movie. And shoot, I'm moving to New Zealand. I am. Yeah, I'm recording my next album here in New Zealand. I'm gonna be back here in 2 months, because I just love New Zealand so much. It's made me feel so good, better than I've ever felt in my life. So I'm gonna come back here and work with the local Maori artists, the different musicians, and I'm gonna cut my next album here and live here for a while and record Ben 10 from New Zealand.
That's awesome. I'm like Brina. It's funny how the anime people can't tell us what we're doing next.
There's also the 2nd season of Negamo, which I forgot to mention, that I think just came out, and I did the music direction for it. We dubbed all the songs.
Yeah, we're both in that, and then, I'm in the Romeo x Juliet as well as Cordelia.
And Claymore, I think that just came out here,
just came out here. I'm Galatea in that.
And Priscilla.
She's Priscilla.
Yeah.
There will be more One Piece coming down the line. Hopefully there will be more Holic, and hopefully there will be more Fullmetal Alchemist.
And hopefully more Hellgirl.